Hello, my name is Dale Maley. In this short video, we're going to explain at least one way to fix a common clothes drying rack. A little history on how I got involved with this project. My sister-in-law really likes her accordion style wood drying rack. She temporarily fixed it with duct tape, but later the duct tape finally gave out. So she knows I've been a woodworker for over 40 years, so she brought it to my shop for repairs. Here's a photo of the broken clothes drying rack, and you can see her duct tape repair on the upper right hand corner up there. And what happened was a chunk of wood broke off to the right of the notch up there for the dowel, the round dowel, and she took the broken piece of wood and tried to duct tape it back in place. Now when this rack's loaded up with wet clothes, the forces on the rack are such that the round dowel on the right, it tries to move further to the right. And that's a weak point in the wood in that horizontal bar, top bar up there, because it'll split the grain and knock that piece out. So in addition to being a woodworker, I'm also an engineer, so naturally I have to make a drawing of the clothes rack. So you can see my computer drawing just to the right of the duct tape up there, and it shows you that top bar in green that originally had a notch in it which holds the angled pink bar in place. Now in my computer drawing, that top bar is not broken yet, everything is fine. Now in this drawing, on the left hand side, that little piece of wood broke off, just like on my sister's drying rack, and it's now missing. Then on the right hand side, then you can see what happens. The angle bar has nothing to hold it in place, and it starts to move out to the right, and pretty soon the clothes rack will collapse. So I like to do things the simplest way possible. So in my mind, the simplest fix here was just to make a new piece of wood, shown in blue here, and then just glue that onto the green bar. And because the notch is so much bigger, this should last forever. So basically you make a new piece of wood like the blue piece and glue it to the green horizontal bar. You clamp it until the glue dries, about 2 hours, and I use Titebond 2 wood glue. And maybe you want to do both sides of the rack too, if that one's broken or maybe worn out also. Now here's a drawing which shows how to make that new piece of wood in blue. And wood comes standard thickness is 3/4 of an inch, which you can use here. And then you need to saw it to the size I have here, 2 inches by 1.5 inches. Then the only other thing is somehow cut the notch in there. And there's many ways to cut the notch in there. You could drill a hole first, and then take a saw and saw 2 lines to connect up to the hole. You could use electric saber saw, band saw, scroll saw. There's all kinds of ways of making that hole. Now before you make your new piece of wood, double check and make sure that my new piece will fit your clothes drying rack. I think they're all about the same size design, but just to be sure, double check that. And if you need to, make some adjustments on my drawing so your new piece will fit yours just fine. So unfortunately, I forgot to take a photograph of my finished repaired clothes drying rack, so we'll just have to use the drawing here. And believe me, the actual rack looks just like this drawing with a new piece glued onto the green bar. And I don't like stuff to come back to my shop, so I think it's very unlikely she'll ever bring this back. I think the new piece is going to last her a long, long time. So in summary, this short video explains one way you can repair a broken accordion style clothes drying rack. Hopefully this video helps you on your projects. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe. Thank you.